what's happening, guys? Some pretty exciting rumor coming from HeroicHollywood.com, but before that, a lot of people are complaining about Tom Holland's body, how he's not fit enough to play Spider-Man. People are like digging old pictures of Tom Holland, you know, when he was like 13, 14 years old and he's skinny, he doesn't fit to play the role, he's not athletic enough. Now, while following Tom Holland on Instagram, I wasn't able to spot this picture, special thanks to Steven C over Twitter. Tom Holland apparently has been in a really great shape for quite a long time. We're talking about some really nice body, some really lean muscles, and that's Spider-Man right there. I mean, he's not supposed to be huge. Besides, this is a teenage version of Peter Parker, so that could do it. Tom Holland, in fact, is a dancer. Plus, he does all this parkour stuff, all these amazing jumps and backflips and front flips. And now we've got this, a look at his pretty athletic body as well. Tom Holland obviously already shot his Civil War part, so that's the way he will look like in a movie. Plus, don't forget about the costume, which will enhance his body, just like with Sam Raimi's Spider-Man costume, the Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2. The costume will make his shoulders wider, obviously bigger, a little bit bigger, but still he will be pretty lean. This is a teenager Peter Parker once again, so there you go. Now back to the big one. Humberto Gonzalez over at Latino Review, who now also runs HeroicHollywood.com website, just recently revealed some really exciting rumor. Obviously this isn't official, this is a rumor, so take it the way we take rumors, I guess. Humberto tells us that last week his sources within Sony Pictures told him something really interesting. Kieran Moy, the vice president of creative affairs over at Sony, just recently purchased a copy of Kraven's Last Hunt trade paperback on Amazon.com. The author is surprised why wouldn't Marvel just simply send her a copy of the Kraven's Last Hunt. Well, apparently, according to Humberto, Marvel is really that cheap and they I mean, what the hell? And Sony basically have to purchase source material on their own. He also reveals to us that he did some research, and apparently according to the December-January Sony Pictures leaked emails, Kieran Moy has previously made some comic book purchases on Amazon. She's been doing it for quite a while. I would logically think for the Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2. So that's a common practice in Sony, so that's how they research their stuff. Humberto tells us that this isn't a coincidence, and I have to agree honestly. Kraven has been rumored as a villain for the Spider-Man reboot for quite a long time. We've got plenty of unconfirmed rumors. Kraven obviously has been used for a Spider-Man movie still at this point, and he's pretty iconic villain, and we actually were promised that there will be new villains for the Spider-Man reboot by Kevin Feige himself. Now, as for the Kraven's Last Hunt, I don't really think we will see the adaptation of this story on the big screen. This story is really complex, it's pretty gritty, pretty dark. It does include Mary Jane Watson, who plays a part in this story. They're about to get married with Peter, so I do believe we might get the adaptation of this story only after we will get a bunch of Spider-Man movies, when Peter Parker will graduate, and he won't graduate in a sequel, that's for sure. Marvel did tell us that they will spend a lot more time in high school this time. So my take on it is that they are actually interested in using Kraven, and they're just going through a bunch of comic books, including Last Hunt, just to get into Kraven, just to know the character really well. Plus, let's not forget this rumor from BleedingCool.com from like months ago, and they actually revealed to us that Sony are looking up through a bunch of comic books which introduce Marvel's Savage Land. If they will use him, I don't think Kraven can be used as the main villain. He could be a henchman working for somebody else. He is a pretty iconic villain. Once again, as I said, you can use him to bring, let's say, Chameleon as well, but the main baddie of the movie, nah, I don't think so. You can check out this article in the description box, tell me what you guys think. Would you like to see Kraven as the Spider-Man villain for the Spider-Man reboot? And thanks for watching, and I'm out for now.